I'm going to play for you today one of the most outrageous and dangerous comments I've ever heard from any elected official ever, and certainly that I have covered on this program. Radical Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene said that if she had organized the insurrection coup Trump riots on January 6, 2021, she would have been armed and they would have won. Now, what on earth does it mean that they would have won? Well, I think we have some pretty good ideas of exactly what they mean. We're going to get to that. Newsweek reporting, Marjorie Taylor Greene says MAGA would have won on January 6th if she organized it. What the hell is she talking about? Greene was among the high-profile guests to attend and speak at an event hosted by the New York Young Republican Club. That's a group that's got upper management written all over it, huh? That was in New York City on Sunday evening. Don Jr. was there. Rudy Giuliani was there. Conspiracy theorist Jack Posobiec was there. And the topic of the Capitol riot came up. And here is Marjorie Taylor Greene with, again, let's see if we can understand exactly what she means, saying if she had run the riots, they would have won the riots. Interesting, winning and losing as the framing.
I come to Washington, I swear in on January 3rd, I get accused of giving insurrection tours, which I thought was hilarious because I couldn't even find the bathroom in the Capitol. True story. Then January 6th happens, and next thing you know, I organized the whole thing along with Steve Bannon here. And I want to tell you something, if Steve Bannon and I had organized that, we would have won.
Wow.
Not to mention, it would have been armed.
Whoa. So it would have been a successful, more heavily armed insurrection if Marge had been running the thing.
Yeah. See, that's the whole joke, isn't it? They say that whole thing was planned, and I'm like, are you kidding me? A bunch of conservatives, Second Amendment supporters went in the Capitol without guns, and they think that we organized that? I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, remember, many of them flew to D.C. So how exactly are they going to bring their guns? Oh, well, you could check it. Or it's the fact that there weren't more guns, because remember, there were guns, doesn't really tell us anything about it at all. And there's no both sides to it. I mean, this is fascism. Wannabe, important to mention. We have to stop treating the Republican Party like it's a normal political party. I'm not going to do the retrospective rehabilitation of the Republican Party. I'm not going to do that. But I will recognize that there was a time when the disagreements and the differences with the Republican Party were more sane in nature, I guess is what I would say. When it was really about how involved should government be in helping people? To what degree should the rich be taxed? What should the top tax rates be? There was a time where that was most of it. There was still the crazy stuff. There was. I'm not going to pretend that there was. There was some of the crazy stuff. It's all crazy stuff now. It's all wannabe authoritarian fascist dictatorships at this point in time. Do whatever we need to do, suppress speech, control the media, use prison or the threat of prison to try to achieve political goals. There's no both sides at this point in time. Democrats are trying to figure out how can we get everybody health care. Republicans are trying to figure out how can we use guns to get into office after losing an election. Think about that contrast. Now, I wish she would elaborate on what winning meant. She says, we would have won the insurrection if I had been in charge. Is she saying we would have successfully overthrown the government, ending democracy as we know it in the country by installing a dictatorial leader who lost his election? Is that the win that she's talking about? I think it has to be. I don't know what else it could be. We have to deal with this political party not as a normal political party, but rather as a group of people who want to destroy the American system of government, who don't care about the Constitution. Trump just said last week, you can terminate the parts of the Constitution that you want. When you believe you have been wronged as he believes he was wronged in 2020. We have to treat them for what they are. Now, there's one other, I guess, alternative for what it would mean to have won, which is maybe they would have gotten a few senators and members of the House killed, right? It wouldn't have just been a demand to hang Pence. Maybe they would have done it. And then he could have declared martial law. And then he could have suspended the election process and somehow convinced people he should be president for an additional 4 years. I don't know. Maybe that's what a win would have looked like. But that's Marjorie Taylor Greene. She should obviously not be a member of the House. Lauren Boebert won, but barely. Madison Cawthorn lost. In her very red district, Marjorie Taylor Greene easily won. The real test now is going to be what happens to these MAGAs in 2024. We'll be following it. Parents in the audience, if you're like me, you're looking for fun, new things to do with your kids, meaningful, enriching, but fun enough to keep them engaged. Every month, our sponsor, Mel Science, sends you a box with science experiments that combine hands-on physical components with virtual and augmented reality. Learning science doesn't need to be boring. It doesn't need to be difficult. Many kids are hands-on learners who absorb the most through activities like these. It's perfect for homeschooling, ages 5 through high school, 5 different subscriptions to choose from: chemistry, physics, STEM, math, or medicine. Mel Science sent me the Chemistry of Monsters box, where you grow a black monster from sugar and make a huge foam eruption in a flask. But you're actually learning about carbon dioxide and unstable carbonic acid. We had a ton of fun with it. The VR components are awesome too. It is really clear how this helps kids tune into what they are learning. And my audience gets 50% off your first month. Go to melscience.com and use the code PACMAN. The link is down below.